This is GARIS Masculist MGTOW Flyers. That is 2 3-page essays on the themes of masculism and MGTOW. Written and read aloud by Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. This is flyer number 163, entitled MGTOW/Masculist Lifestyles for Fourth Quarter Men. Description. This flyer claims that as MGTOW/Masculist ideas spread to the whole community, fourth quarter males, that is, men over 65, will be influenced. Since they have much lower testosterone levels than younger men, they are freer to abandon femaliens and devote the final decades of their lives doing what they love, which will give them real satisfaction and peace of mind. Now for the flyer itself, full screen, make it a bit bigger. MGTOW Masculist Lifestyles for Fourth Quarter Men. Fourth quarter men are men living the fourth quarter of their lives, say from 65 and up. Characteristic of such men is that their testosterone levels have dropped away to such an extent that most fourth quarter men become indifferent to sex. They are no longer, quote, cunt-driven, as are younger men, and so this opens up many alternative lifestyles for such men, if they choose. For example, I notice that many old Asian men choose to become monks, literally. They join temples and live out the last decades of their lives contemplating the higher things of life, undistracted by the banalities of ordinary existence, that is, striving to make money to support parasitic females and raising kids. Their testosterone levels are low, so they don't need women. They find women alien to their male natures. They are tired and bored with female nagging and female childlike mentalities. So often feel they want to devote their final quarter of life to more worthwhile preoccupations. Many of them decide to become monks. The Buddhist philosophy that suffering comes from striving is only one approach to achieving peace of mind. I notice from my own experience that if I want to attain peace of mind, that is, a feeling of real satisfaction and emotional calmness, then all I have to do is to really plunge into something that I find totally engrossing, fascinating, challenging, very challenging, and of awesome significance. In my case, that's studying PhD level pure math in the neighbouring park. So instead of doing what Buddha discovered, that is, blanking out his mind, not striving for anything, I do just the opposite, which is to fully focus on doing something that I truly love doing. And I find that doing that over several hours delivers the peace of mind that is so desirable. Fourth quarter men are freed of cunt hunger, so can take up MGTOW/Masculist lifestyles if they choose. They can expect to live a few more decades if they are health conscious and take care of their health, their body, diet, exercise, etc. So they are a non-negligible proportion of the population, and so their needs and lifestyles need to be discussed more. Some men actually like their wives and prefer to live with them, enjoying their company. If that's the case for you, then fine. You choose to live a non-MGTOW lifestyle. But many fourth quarter men see women as femaliens and prefer not to have anything to do with them. About 40% of men over 40 live alone. Similarly with women. Many men have been divorced and financially massacred in the fluffy feminist-dominated divorce courts and do not want to run the risk of a repeat performance, so prefer not to marry again, so live alone. They may date and get a bit of sex from time to time, but they live MGTOW lifestyles in practice, even if a lot of them have never heard of MGTOW. As the main ideas of MGTOW/Masculism spread throughout the whole male population, fourth quarter men will be influenced by them, and so we can expect that many older men will choose to live alternative lifestyles that they choose for themselves, doing what they love. In my own case, in brackets, definitely a tiny minority of men would choose to do much the same, but I mention it for what it's worth. close brackets. My idea of fun is to take a camp chair to a local park with a pile of PhD level pure math books and study them in preparing for teaching these subjects via the YouTube lecture courses that I film as a globicator, that's global educator, for PhD level students around the world so that they can educate themselves to this level for free. I thus am aiming at revolutionizing high-level education by making it free. I love what I do. It's extremely challenging, which is one of the great attractions of the enterprise. There's no satisfaction in doing something that's too easy, and hence boring. I study the works of the handful of the planet's smartest humans, guys like John Thompson, Michael Aschbacher, Dan Gorenstein, etc., whose works and IQs are so above those of ordinary mortals that the vast majority of humanity have never even heard of them, nor are likely to. But to me, they are intellectual gods, and their works are sublime and godlike. By making YouTube lecture courses on such topics, I'm trying to convey the same sense of wonder and awe at what the world's smartest humans can do to the planet. You can see what I'm trying to do with this by clicking on a tab on my website called Humanity's Greatest Intellectual Achievement, the classification proof of the finite simple groups. Now, of course, virtually everyone is not going to find the above at all appealing, but that's not the point. What is the point is to choose as a fourth quarter male something that truly engrosses you and then try to master it. By studying it so that you know it extremely well, and then perhaps use that knowledge to give it back as a teacher to humanity. Many old men know that their decades are numbered and give a lot of thought to how they can give back to society. That is why many older men join organizations like Rotary, Lions, Freemasons, etc. to give back to the community, and in brackets, so long as they don't reach the top levels, which were taken over by the Illuminati and made Satanist and evil, in other words, by the Jewish banksters. Research shows that satisfaction is higher when giving than taking. Giving to the community produces greater sense of mind, peace of mind, than receiving some free gift from the community. So in my case, I study my PhD level math and physics, which gives me great satisfaction. But I also give back to the community by teaching what I have learned. I advise many retired professors to do the same. Otherwise, their lifetime of learning will rot when they rot. All they have to do to pass on their knowledge is to buy a handycam, a whiteboard, and upload their videos to YouTube. So simple. And with a worldwide audience. So, imagine, say a decade from now, that everyone has heard of MGTOW Masculism, and fourth quarter men are considering their lifestyles for their fourth quarter of life. Many may choose to ARC, that's ARC, after retirement careering. That is, taking up a new career in their retirement, which might be paid if they choose to. The point is to do something that you love, rather than having to do it just for money to survive. Men should get a good, fit, financially independent person education when they're young, work hard, save and invest hard, live modestly, with no fluffy and kids to support, so that they can retire early in life, say in their 40s, and be free as second halvers. As more women are pressurized by society, and especially by the MGTOW Masculists to be FIPS, men will be much freer to walk away from wives, whom these men no longer have any feeling for, and as fourth quarter men have no sexual feelings for, so can free themselves to do what they love, concentrating on doing what gives them real satisfaction, fulfillment, and hence peace of mind. My voice is going. The variety of things that these fourth quarter men choose for themselves to do will be as varied as the number of men in this age bracket. There will be a huge variety of things. My own case is just one example of a billion examples. The point is for each fourth quarter MGTOW Masculist to choose his own love and then devote himself to it. Because he's doing something he truly loves, the satisfaction level and achievement level will be almost inevitably generate satisfaction and peace of mind, which are precious things to have. So I expect there'll be a lot more talk in the near future of fourth quarter MGTOW/Masculists as their numbers increase beyond the billion mark. We are talking about a sizable proportion of humanity. We can expect big things from them, since they will show a lot of creativity. I don't think that one has to be young to be inventive. I think creativity comes from being, quote, new to the topic, rather than being young. Most people get stuck in a rut in their careers because they're paid to do what they are trained at, what they are good at, what they are expert at. But by being an ARCer, that's A-R-C, after a retirement career, you're free to do what you want. So you can turn to a new topic so that it's new and fresh for you. So you are not stuck in a groove on that topic. Your thoughts on it may be new to the planet. So we can expect a lot of global creativity from fourth quarter males. Cheers. Prof. Dr. Hugo de GARIS. Email profhugodegaris@yahoo.com. Website profhugodegaris.wordpress.com. YouTube channel name de GARIS, Masculist, MGTOW, Flyers.